name is Pat Grassi, and I make music under the moniker of Active Child, and I'm a member of Truffle. And today we're gonna talk about my new EP and listen to some of the new music.
Even if I wanted to love you.
I grew up in this realm of choir music and classical influences and vocal training and all this stuff, and then I would go home, and that was my home life is very different from that life. My dad worked for a record label that was a hip-hop label, so my brothers were always blasting hip-hop everywhere, and that was kind of the music I would come home to. Basically, at that point, I started experimenting with a lot of electronics, a lot of different synthesizers and programs, and I wasn't really singing a whole lot. It was more like I was just creating these kind of instrumental worlds, and I didn't really know how to combine the two of them. And then just slowly I started singing over things that I created. Started to realize what could be done with the combination of the harp, kind of this classical world, and combined with kind of a very opposite realm of drum machines and synthesizers and all this stuff. I started seeing these kind of parallels where they could really work together and create really strong movements. A lot of the inspiration for the new EP came from the space we're in right now, the studio and the house that we live in. Natural surroundings, you're surrounded by the mountains, and even when you're inside, it feels like the outside world is kind of around you. So you kind of have this natural world. It's always, you wake up with it, you watch TV with it, I make music with it, so it's constantly kind of in your mind. And so for me, it was like I felt like almost like I was on this platform and I could sit out and I could reflect on the world that was outside of me, and then I could kind of internalize all that and head into this space and create my own music. Truffle, for me, was something that definitely caught my eye immediately. Just the idea of pulling from different artistic communities around LA is something that I find really attracting, because sometimes I feel like I become a bit of a hermit up here, and I'm just kind of in my own little creative world, and I know there's all these other people out there that are doing their own creative things, and it's nice to feel like we can have some sort of a community where these ideas come together and they play off of each other.